What's going on, y'all? So listen. Scandal Season 7, Episode 5, Adventures in Babysitting, bitch. Liv was trying my nerves. Fitz, you a bitch. Okay, I'm just gonna put it out there. You's a motherfucking bitch, okay? I don't give a shit what nobody say. Y'all can be all olits and all that shit. You's a bitch. Didn't I say last week to leave her alone? I said, leave her the fuck alone and go back and let her do what she gotta do. If she gonna self-destruct, she gonna self-destruct without you, okay? You ain't nobody's savior. I don't give a fuck what Papa Pope told you, the lies he done fed you and all that shit. That motherfucker was setting you up to get chewed out by this hoe, and you knew. You should have known. You should have known, okay? You of all people want to think that Papa Pope gonna come to you because you think that just because he said that you are his weakness, just like, she was his weakness, girl, please. Papa Pope got read like he was 5 years old by Olivia. I said, well, damn, is Papa Pope the daddy or the child? My had the world roles reversed because, bitch, she told him, chewed him out about going to, Fitz and bringing him in there, and then gonna say, you don't speak when I say, it's a privilege to speak to me. You don't get this. It's a privilege to have this. It's a privilege to have that. It's a privilege for you to breathe. It's a privilege for you to sleep. You done lost all your goddamn privileges, okay? And I said, I was waiting. Did Papa Pope just say yes, ma'am, or some shit like that? That's what I was waiting for. It was like, now you go tell Fitz this shit. Told him to take his ass back to fucking Vermont and leave him the fuck alone. Okay, so he go do that, but Fitz don't give a fuck. Fitz coming up in there acting like he the shit. He ain't gonna do nothing. He's unfazed. He ain't listening to what she gotta say and all that stuff, and basically trying to make her feel bad. Um, saying basically she's inhuman at this point. Trying to throw her a win and throw her back to the white hat and all that shit. Mind you, this is after he went above her fucking head and went to fucking Millie and told her about B613, told her about killing Luna Vargas and all this shit. And I'm just sitting here like, so because you couldn't get it the way that you want to, you gonna throw a little fit and you gonna go tell the president everything, which is your ex-wife and all that shit. So now Millie is all up in her feelings thinking that she can say whatever the fuck she want to Olivia. Because Millie didn't forget her motherfucking place too. Millie, bitch, you forgot that you don't run shit. You just there as a title, okay? You there as a placeholder, right? Olivia is the one that's running this shit. Millie, you can go too, okay? You can go too, bitch. I'm just sitting here like, y'all are ungrateful. Ungrateful as all hell. Um, they doing all this shit. Millie want to declare war on Bashan, trying to get Rashad back up in there. The people don't want that shit, girl. Okay, at first, we had Cyrus sitting there with Fenton comes up in there, Glocklin, the Glockwell, whatever the fuck his name is. He come in there and he gonna shadow him. They talking to one senator. He on his phone. I said, is that nigga over there playing the game? And then to have his keypad to be on, not silent, but to actually have a tone to his keypad so you can hear every time he click on something and all this shit. I said, you are a rude bitch. Cyrus is looking over there like, this don't make no sense. He's trying to gain his interest, like when he's talking about if you go to war, that means more jobs and that means, more product being made and all this stuff. He can't really put that over there to Finn's direction so that he can pick up on that. Hey, more jobs, more work, all that shit. That means your company or whoever that makes stuff can go into business, make you money and all that shit. He ain't picking up on that. Another lady come up in there, he ain't doing shit. I just said, you know what? Get him out of here, okay? Cyrus is over there, man. Cyrus already beside himself because last week he said, first of all, you want me to fuck around with that? Have you seen my last boyfriend? Okay, have you seen my husband and all that shit? That motherfucker is beneath me. And I said, oh, since we on this how we gonna do it? Um, you know, he doing all that stuff. So Cyrus was annoyed. He like rethinking the whole thing, but at the same time, what we come to find out, he kind of tickled by it. I said, oh. What is this? Okay. So, like I said, Millie told told Olivia, bitch, I don't give a fuck about no B613. You didn't kill this girl. She was a mother, she was a friend, she was this, she was that. Bitch, Olivia said Luna was gonna kill your ass, okay? She said, bitch, I don't give a fuck. Alright, go get me my war. You gonna do what I say. I said, girl, you better slow your roll. Meanwhile, Charlie and Quinn, they had over there at QPA, they got Rashad's not aunt, niece, got her at the office or whatever, trying to protect her and taking her phones and stuff like that. And she thinking that maybe in a couple of days or whatever, or in a few hours, she'll be able to go back to school. But come to find out, that's not going to be able to happen. They're not safe. If they're over there trying to kill him in his own country and taking over and killing all the people that's loyal to him, of course, they have people over here in the United States who are going to kill him or try to, and figure out who she is, and she'll be a target as well. So they trying to protect her, no phone, no nothing, so they can't track her. This little bitch gets in her feelings as Charlie talking, and then she leaves. Okay, she just ups and leaves. I said, you know what, Charlie, you slacking. Ever since you done got with Quinn, you been slacking, okay? Like, y'all ain't the killer couple that I wanted y'all. Ain't no Killer Quinn no more. Bitch, when Killer Huck gonna come back? All this trying to be a couple and raise a family and all this shit. It's just getting on my nerves. We saw a little contention between them two. They keep on, have you noticed, like, in damn near every episode, they kind of make it as if, they had these little arguments, and it's looking almost as if they gonna break up, and Huck gonna come in and swoop in and say today, bitch, that's what we want. I don't want Charlie with Quinn. I want Huck with him, okay? Because it just makes more sense, all right? I think Charlie making Quinn soft. Bitch, that's how I feel. But Yasmin to go get her girlfriend. I said, oh, bitch. She was like, I'm not gonna say anything. I know exactly who she is, where she from, and all this stuff. But I love her, and I will never tell, and all this stuff. You know, um, I said, girl, your best bet is to listen because you putting yourself in danger. You are literally from a country who don't even give a fuck about women and don't throw in that gay shit, okay? They don't like that, all right? You'll get stoned for that shit, okay? And so, they trying to figure out how to deal with that one and trying to tell her it's okay, you want to be yourself and all this shit, but you have to go back with your uncle to Bashan. He is so adamant at this point that he wants to go back to Bashan and see what's up. Okay, he wants to fight for his people and all this shit. We got Millie and him talking. Millie don't want him to go because Millie too hot in the puss for him. All right. At one point they was about to fuck up in the office. I said, go ahead, y'all might as well. Why y'all stop? See, listen, Millie missed out on some goodbye dick. I'm telling you, after what I just saw, I said, girl, you could have had you some good bad dick. It would have been a one-time thing, and hey, you quench that thirst and you move on to the next. But Millie said she didn't want to be like the other white man in the office who did shit like that. So she, put a halt to it. Um, Olivia had Price to go ahead and do an interview with Bashran, what's his name, Rashad, because the people are not really here for this war because they don't like him as a person, because they know his policy and how he's against women and how he's against human rights and stuff like this. And um they're just not here for it. So why should we support trying to go to war and get this dictator or whoever he is back into office when he's such a horrible person? So Olivia does her thing. Olivia practically threatens this motherfucker and say you gonna have a interview with him, all right? And he does it, and then she digs deep into he digs into his background and pull up all the negative about Rashad, and then pull up the positive and said, I wasn't even gonna have you on this show, but I found out some things about yourself anyway too. Not only you been secretly advocating for abused women and trying to protect women and doing stuff like this and building shelters for people, the homeless, and feeding them and stuff like that. Why are you putting this under the radar and trying to show Get your words together, bitch. Trying to show a different side um for Rashad. Now I hope that he really was doing this stuff and it wasn't something that Olivia made up just so that he can sway the public opinion, you know. Meanwhile, Olivia go meet up with Papa Pope. She mad, of course. She was like, I told you to tell him to go. He was like, bitch, listen, I told him what to do. Now, what the fuck you want me to do, okay? Yeah, I can't tell this. I can't make this motherfucker do anything else, all right? This is your job, okay? This is how it feels to be fucking command, bitch. And we was like, I want my goddamn bone. She said, bitch, you ain't getting shit because you ain't do what you supposed to do. I said, oh. Oh, they are trifling. Then Jake go meet up with Fitz. Fitz, let me just tell you something. When it comes to Jake, Jake gonna kill you, okay? Just leave him alone. Um, listen to what he's saying. Like, girl, you need to just go because I don't know what you're trying to do. You coming out here trying to, change things and get Olivia to change. No, Olivia is doing a job that she was destined to be at, okay? And he was like, what's that? Command, bitch. That's what she doing. I said, all right, we'll see how long that shit lasts. I don't know, but I just get this feeling because of the way that Olivia is going so hard and trying to make it seem as if she really is the one in control and she has all the power in the world because of this command stuff. I think like she gonna self-destruct. Like, how do y'all think Scandal gonna end? Do you think somebody gonna take her out or she gonna be her own downfall? But Millie was sitting there looking at that interview, just pussy moist as everything. I said, girl, go put a towel underneath your ass, cause you over there salivating up in your juices. She was, y'all. But all of that's going on. Like I said, they got little Yasmin back, of course. What that girl Olivia had went up there and she was talking to Quinn. Quinn coming there talking about something. Listen, we lost Yasmin for a minute, but then we got her. And I was like, the one thing that I forgot to do, I forgot to ask her what does she want. And she was like, wait a minute, what? So it's like, that's the main thing. That's the one thing that you always do when you be in Olivia Pope 101. Ask the client what do they want. So of course, this is something that pops up in that Olivia's mind. She goes back and she tells Millie what he want and all this shit. Now Millie knows about B613. They having this discussion, and at one point, because Millie want her man. Millie said, bitch, give me the war, because Cyrus came up in there and told Olivia some shit that she didn't want to hear. All right? Cyrus went against her because this whole time when Cyrus was up there pissed off at Fenton sitting there playing on his phone, he said what I was actually over here doing is this algorithm, and I do this every time I see a new product to see if it's whether it's good or not, okay? And it's never failed me. And I'm putting and calculating all the data, whatever what you was talking about. I was paying attention, but baby, let me tell you something. This war ain't happening. This war is a crap shoot deal. Okay, it's like an old phone that got recalled and all this shit because it used to blow up and all that. It can't make another one because all everybody think is it's an old phone they used to blow up, even if it's a newer improved model. So this is not a good idea. So Cyrus goes to Olivia, tell him that the vote for, because they have to get the Senate vote, the Congress vote. Congress is the one that votes whether or not they go to war or not. And it's 50-50 at this point, and the deciding vote would be the vice president. Cyrus said no. Olivia is pissed. So now back at over there with what's her name? Millie. Millie want her man to stay over here. Millie don't want him to go back over there. So Millie wants a war. And Millie said, you do whatever you have to do. Don't let me know the details. So Millie don't give a fuck about B16, B613 no more. Like, you can go ahead and do whatever you want. I don't care if that you command. Go ahead, okay? You can take money out the budget and do whatever you need to do. Just let my man stay alive, all right? I said, Millie is doing all of this, and it's making me so mad that Millie, oh my God. First we got I'ma just say it. Olivia is power hungry. She drunk on power right now. First we got a person who's a little bit too independently strong, which is okay, but she just doing a little bit too much for me, but I'm here for it a little bit. But then you have the opposite end of that spectrum, which is Millie, who is doing a lot of stuff. she's a follower. You know, she's a weak. If you ask me, she weak. Okay, because you're letting Olivia just control everything, and you're running this office at this point right now. You running this one situation with your puss and with your hormones, okay? That's what it is. And it's irking me because this is one of the reasons why people don't want a president, a female president in the United States. Because they can't control their emotions, or they weak, or they will judge stuff off of this, and they're hormonal and all this shit. Granted, Millie is single, but still, it's making it a weak point for her. And I need her to snap up out of it, okay? Be like Liv and get you dick on the side or whatever, and call it the fucking day, and don't let that shit interfere, okay? Because Olivia, she had experience, you know, she had to perfect it, but she still didn't let that shit interfere with her work so much like she doing now. Millie is, but she telling Rashad that you gonna go to Bashan. I'm not gonna take you to Bashan. You're going to Turkey. He was like, no, I have to go to my people because they need to see me. I can't be fighting for them from another country. It look like I'm a coward and all that shit. She was like, let me finish. You're gonna go to Turkey, and then you're gonna go to Bashan so that people won't see that you came from the United States to Bashan. You know, because they not really here for the United States. It was like, okay, cool. So Yasmin gonna go. She made the decision to go ahead and go. Quinn should feel bad as shit about herself, bitch. I ain't gonna say that because Quinn didn't have no knowing of what would happen. But she was just telling the girl, I know you in love and all that stuff, and I know you want to be yourself, but I feel it's so much more safer for you to be in Basran at this moment than it is to be here in the United States, okay? You got to count on love. You can still have your love and you can still have your life at the same time. So you need to go with your uncle. And she decided on that. And I was like, okay, cool. So all of this going on, um, at this point, back with Cyrus and Fenton are talking. He was like, you know what? I ain't even like you like that. I ain't even fuck with you like that. You know, you just was to me. But I come to admire you. He was like, what you trying to say? He was like, look, Fitzy, Fancy or some shit like that. I said, oh, you called him Fancy? Like, gave him a little pet name and all that shit. Next thing you know, they start kissing. And it was just grandpa porn like a motherfucker. And I was just not here for it because it didn't look It looked natural. And when I say that, like the chemistry just really wasn't connecting for me to be like, and it just looked forced. Okay, like girl, we acting this scene now, okay? Pucker your lips like this. It looked like they was doing the choreography, okay, of it. And then you know that's how they do it. I was like, girl, okay. You know, so Cyrus got him a little boo. Um, Everything was going fine, right? So at the end of the episode, they're getting ready to go on the plane. We see Rashad. Every time you see just about, let me just put this out here, just about every time you see somebody on a show, on a movie or whatever, that is getting on a private plane or a plane or whatever, they turn around, they waving or whatever, either you're never going to see them again or something bad's going to happen, or at the very least, everything's going to be all good. 9 out of 10 is one of the two before, okay? Something bad going to happen or you're never going to see them again. Bitch, Rashad was waving back, you know, Yasmin hugging on Quinn telling her it's gonna be okay. She gets on the plane and all that shit, and Charlie and her talking. And I was just thinking something is gonna happen because the music was just too happy. It was just too simple. Like they're in a war or about to have a war, and these people don't want him there. And sure fucking enough, the plane blows the fuck up. I said, ain't this about a bitch? Wait till Millie find out, bitch. Okay, she gonna be like, I wish I would have fucked that dick, bitch. I wish I would have gave him that last kiss, bitch. But that was messed up. That was so messed up. But That's basically scandal. If I miss some, oh yeah, Fitz. Fitz came strutting through that goddamn office like he was somebody. And then Olivia said, I hate that I had to do this, but you made me do it. Okay. Um, Going to the office and then Millie talking about something. She was strong with it at first. So it was like, go back to Vermont. Don't pack your bags. Just get your ass up and go. You up here doing shady shit. You lost all type of privileges to talk to me and doing all that shit. She basically said the same speech that Olivia said to Papa Pope to Fitz. And then she was strong with it. She was like, the so-and-so girl that's supposed to supervise the visits, she gonna supervise the visits, do the child custody and shit like that. You know, we're gonna have very, very brief messages and shit. And you're gonna have to go. And then her eyes softened up and she was like, I'm sorry. I said, what? And there you go. You just made it clear to Fitz that this is not coming from you, but it's coming to Olivia if he didn't already figure that shit out. I said, God damn it, Millie. And then gonna say something, you can go now, try to get her composure back. I said, girl, you a one-time man's president if you ask me. Okay? That was scandal, y'all. Y'all tell me how y'all feel and I'll see y'all later. Peace.